who this is. How are you, Fred and Wendy, whom we call Friendy?
Yes, it is Friendy. Friendy is here.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get you on. Now we're on speaker. Okay, now we're good. It's Friendy. They're here.
Oh, good.
Yes, we're a bit late. Excuse our tardiness.
Oh no, this is fabulous. We've had so many callers that it's actually better that you called in later. It's been amazing. So.
Oh my God, David, I can barely stand.
I know Joyce has been the dray horse
I'm the
here.
grip.
She's been the worker.
I'm the grip, Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, you're doing too much.
I know, Wendy. What can I do, Wendy?
So
I know that requires a lot of high maintenance as well. It is high maintenance, I know.
Uh-oh. I'm not touching that one. I know better than to. That's a couple issue. I'm not getting involved between the
there's
couple.
a couple issues, let me tell you. So guys, how was your 2019 overall?
Oh, I think it's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, it still counts national politics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I missed
National politics.
Oh,
yeah.
well, yeah. How about local politics? How's it been in Greeley, Colorado for the year? We haven't been there much.
What do you think? Well, I mean, it's been influenced by the fact that our governor is a Democrat. Taking things up a bit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And then, it doesn't stop our, I think our terrorists from saying that they're not going to uphold that new law about gun restrictions for people with emotional problems.
Wow.
All right. Okay.
So that remains the same, you know.
Yeah, well, David's not allowed to have a gun or anything sharp. He can't have anything that's sharp or bendy.
Even my wits. No, nothing sharp about me at all. So, Wendy, let me ask. Wendy is. I can. Let me ask you, Wendy. You're a film buff, and in fact, you work in a place where you have to watch a lot of movies over the year.
No, she used to judge films, but
Right.
she's not doing that.
So have you cut back significantly on all the movies that you watch all year?
I have, yeah. I'm actually way behind.
Oh.
I'm currently actually looking at my old AARP magazines, looking for the movies for grown-ups.
Oh.
Okay.
You mean, Wendy, adult movies?
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. Those kinds of movies. So actually, I haven't seen it yet. I'd really like to see Little Women.
Ooh.
I like Little Women, Big Women. I like all kinds of women, honestly. So there.
Oh my God! Don't get me started. You know, I'm rather statuesque.
Yes, that is true. That is true. Let me ask. So, of the movies that you did see this year, whether they're fiction or documentary, what have been your one or two favorites?
Oh, well, I was a little late. What was the name of that one with Willem Dafoe?
Oh.
Lauren Bacall?
William Dafoe.
Oh, William Dafoe.
No, Willem Dafoe.
Didn't he play Van Gogh, or was that a year ago or two ago? Or a year or two Van Gogh? Was it? No.
Lauren
Bacall. I can't hear anything.
He was a motel manager in Florida. And I thought that was a great movie, but I'm forgetting the name of it.
Well,
Okay.
Wendy, Wendy did get her book out. That's a big,
Yes, tell us about your book.
accomplishment. That's a big accomplishment.
I've written a book about librarians with library workers with disabilities. I happen to have Parkinson's, and so it's something that I have lived experience about. So yeah, that one was in press with my Bridges Press, so I'm excited about that.
What Bridges? What was the name of the press?
It's Roy Whitland's Library Juice Press.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. Wow. All right. And so and have you had articles published as well this year or recently?
David's.
Actually, there's one coming out soon in the Journal Critical Librarianship. There's a review of Connie Willis's novella.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm excited about that, yeah. Connie Willis, the science fiction writer, has her papers stored in our archive here at
Yeah, I should mention, I guess I didn't really, that we know Fred and Wendy.
Fred and Wendy,
Friendy, we call them together.
Yeah.
But Wendy works at the library of the university where Joyce has been professor for a decade now.
Professor,
associate professor. And I've been
Wendy's
a
full.
non-professor
Wendy's
for a couple of years.
She'd be full.
She'd be full of what?
She's all the way up.
All the way up.
That's how we all met. Joyce and I were on a committee. We served on the benefit council together.
Yeah.
And she had a great sense of humor. And I think I invited her to something, and we just all became great friends.
Absolutely.
Well, Wendy stood up when the whole committee. We had one unit that had some issues with the report we wrote, and it was a committee of like 6 people,
Yeah.
and the only people who showed up to defend it were Wendy and myself. I was like, wow, Wendy's got some chutzpah.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, you do. You do. I mean, you should,
That's fun, man. I like your humor, and you like my chutzpah.
I
like
did,
that.
Wendy. I like that you called yourself High Boy.
Oh, yeah. The spell checker interprets my name as, needs to be
I
that.
love it. I love it.
I kept my own name when I got married, so.
so good choice.
I heard you were talking to your aunt about back problems, and I thought
Uh-oh.
my back side.
Oh, that's, you want to tell everybody? I mentioned. Yeah.
I think it's a fine subject to discuss.
Oh, sure. Well, let me say that I mentioned earlier that almost everyone we know,
Yes.
if they didn't have a bad year per se, they had something horrible happen this year that they've been dealing with.
Yes.
Everybody had something terrible happen this year.
Some health issues.
So
Right.
Wendy not only has and is dealing with Parkinson's, as she says, but you fell and
Well, I did not fall. That is sort of the
Wow.
thing about it. I did it to myself, so to speak. I overused my coccyx, so I kind of busted my ass.
Wendy.
My husband's books down in the basement.
Oh my God.
I was, lifting and improperly and like sitting on a chair and reaching too far,
yeah.
And you don't know how much your coccyx does for you until you turn it.
So it's that tailbone, essentially.
Yeah.
The coccyx is like this 3-tiered triangular thing.
Yeah.
So
And I even wrote my husband a poem about it for Christmas.
that's right. It was cool. Wendy also writes a lot of poetry, which is kind of, she's in that writing group. Earlier in the show, Lisa called. She said hi.
Right.
So yeah. Oh, I heard Fred there. Let's hear from Fred, by the way. Hello, Fred.
Hello.
How are you, Fred?
I'm good.
How's your coccyx?
That's kind of personal.
It's fine. I just have to, Wendy has to lay on me a lot, so maybe he might put it out, but we'll see.
Oh, jeez.
No, it's terrible to have 2 string coccyxes in the same family.
No.
Oh, no, that would be a pain in the ass.
That would not be a festive New Year.
No buts about it. Wrecked him. I nearly killed him. Little coccyx jokes here.
Oh my Lord.
And you should have taken acetylcoccinum. That would have helped. No, it wouldn't have. Probably wouldn't have.
David,
Anywho.
you're crazy.
So Fred, what was? Let's see. What's a question we can ask Fred? Because we think of them as like this pair.
Well, I thought one of his cabaret singers died? Didn't one?
Baby
of his,
Jane Dexter.
Yeah.
Baby Jane Dexter died, yeah.
So who's going to be the next singer or the next cabaret kind of performer that you're going to follow? Do you have like a replacement or?
Well, no one can replace her. She was, it was unique, I had to fight her off. She almost took my man. She really fell in love with Fred when we went to
Yeah, she was flirting like crazy apparently with her husband, with Fred, when she was doing her cabaret act, and Wendy was having none of that. She was like, you stay away, baby Jane.
Wendy, you could have broke her coccyx.
I don't know. I was a little envious, I have to say, because she was a very well-endowed woman.
Whoa.
And I'm just one skinny
Oh.
gal. Who has the beautiful...
I'm sure Fred just liked her music.
Yeah, well, no, she was a talented woman for sure. So, and hey, you guys went to see Karen Mason. I don't know if it was this year or last year.
Yep, when we were in New York, we saw Ann Hampton Calloway.
Right. Okay. So 2 people who have been on the show. So that's yay.
And famous person in the audience, remember that? Yeah, Lorna Luft was in the audience. Yes.
With Lorna Luft.
Yeah.
She's been on the show. All these people have been on Dave's Gone By. Yay!
Yay.
Thank you for the plug.
We actually sat by 2 delightful women from Australia who were touring the world, and This was one of their big stops was the cabaret, yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. So what do you guys hope for? I mean, health, obviously, but what do you want in 2020?
That's a big question.
Things in national politics,
Yeah, well. If that doesn't, are you going to be heartbroken? Let me ask you. I don't want to get, it's a New Year's show. I don't want to really get too political.
Or too
but
deep.
let's just say the big man wins again. And we get 4 more years of the guy in charge. Are you going to, life goes on. I mean, are you going to be heartbroken? Are you going to be more politically active or what?
Probably.
I'll continue to watch the planet being destroyed at a faster pace.
Well, yeah, that's basically. But we'll all be dead by the time the planet explodes. I mean, let's face it. None of us has kids here, so if the planet burns to pieces, does it really matter?
Oh my
You know.
God.
I mean, if I had kids with grandkids,
New York's gonna flood before Colorado does. So we'll find out. You'll see.
that's fair. That's fair. Well, guys, it is wonderful to talk to you. I really appreciate your calling in. I really appreciate your friendship.
Yes.
Sorry that we haven't been able to. Well, you came to New York one time. We saw you this year in Manhattan.
It was wonderful. I hope you come back again and see you.
Oh,
That'll be my way.
That hotel you guys found, they were almost on the Brooklyn Bridge, right, or on the Roosevelt Island
the view
tram.
is fabulous. Yeah.
59th Street, yeah. It was beautiful. What a hotel! I've never seen anything quite like
Yeah,
that.
that was great. Well,
I come to watch your flowers growing. It's got no rhymes for me.
feeling groovy. Feeling groovy. Well, we feel groovy talking to Wendy and Fred,
Yes,
our friends.
We're very
Wendy.
fortunate to have you guys as friends. You're awesome.
Yeah. Yes, it's been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you, guys. We miss you a lot.
You too.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy 2020, and we will talk to you next year, which is like
Ooh.
in a few hours. But yeah.
It's in 15 minutes.
Well, my God, it is in 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, guys. Happy New Year.